Morning, sir. My name is Wilanti from Accounting Class D. My ID is 1810426436. Chapter 7. Posting Journal Entries the General Ledger Account. Main idea. The General Journal is a permanent record organized by account number. Posting is the process of transferring information from the journal to individual account in the ledger. The trial balance is a proof that total debit equal total credit in the ledger. Chapter object. Explain the purpose of general ledger. Describe the step in the posting process. Post general journal entries. Prepare a trial balance. Locate and correct trial balance error. Record correcting entries in the general journal. Key terms: posting, general ledger, and ledger account forms. Setting up the general ledger. Accounts used by a business are kept on spreadsheet, page, or card in a book or file called a ledger. It is account for a number of reasons. This creates a record of the impact of business transaction on Earth's account used by a business. It also helps manager easily find the correct balance of a specific account. Setting up the general ledger. Posting is the process by which random transactions become organized in a manner according to account. Posting the process of transferring information from the journal to individual general ledger account. Setting up the general ledger. The general ledger provides up-to-date balance for Earth's account including account payable and receivable. In a computerized system, electronic files are still referred to as ledger. The ledger account manager asks ledger to obtain summarized information. General ledger, a permanent record organizing by account number. Setting up the general ledger. Ledger account from. The from of the from are divided by number of columns into which a dollar amount goes. Debit and credit amount are posted from journal entries to the first two amount column. The new account balance is entered in the of the last two amount column. The type of account determined with balance column to us. Ledger account from the accounting stationery use the record financial information about specific account. Setting up the general ledger. The four-column ledger account from. The fourth step in the accounting cycle posting. Posting show the final impact on the account, which is why a ledger is sometimes called a book of final entry. Posting intervals are determined by the size of the business and whether the accounting system is computerized or manual. The posting process always remains the same. The process is always performed from left to right. The fourth step in the accounting cycle posting. Six-step request for posting journal entries to a ledger. 1. Enter the date of the journal entry in the date column. 2. Description column is left blank but can be used to write in the source document number. Enter journal letter and page number in post-ref column. Enter the debit amount in the debit column. compute the new account balance. Enter the account number, the general journal, post, ref, and column. Prepare step 1 to 6 for the credit part of the journal entry. The fourth step in the accounting cycle, posting. General ledger account balance. A new account balance is a computer earth time a transaction is posted to an account. When the existing account balance is a debit and the amount posted is a debit at the amount. The amount posted is a credit, subtract the amount. General ledger account balance. A new account balance is computed each time a transaction is computed to an account. When the existing account balance is a credit and the amount posted is a debit, subtract the amount. The amount posted is a credit and the amounts. General ledger account balance. A ledger account with several posting. General ledger account balance. A ledger account with a zero balance. Key terms: providing the ledger, trial balance, transposition error, slight error, and correcting entry. The 5 steps in a accounting cycle, the trial balance. Necessary step to keep an accounting system in balance. Calculate the balance. Find any error that might have occurred. Use general rules and guidelines to narrow down where and why the mistake was made. Correct the mistake. Sum of debit, sum of credit to providing ledger. Providing the ledger, adding all debit balance and all credit balance of ledger account and comparing the two total to see whether they are equal. Providing the ledger. If the total are equal, the trial balance is in balance. If the total are not equal, add up the column again. Trial balance, a list of all the general ledger account names and balance is prepared to providing ledger. Example of a transposition error. $5,069 was written as $5,096. Exposition error, error that occurs when two digits within an amount are accidentally reversed or the transport. Example of slight error. Slight error that occurs when a decimal point is moved by mistake. Feeding and correcting error. Correcting entry producer. Post the entry and the ledger the same as any other entry. Use the word correcting entry in the description column. Correcting entry. An entry made to correct an error in a journal entry discarded after posting. Making correcting entry to the general journal. Posting correcting entries to ledger account. Thank you, sir.